Hello and welcome to a new feature as part of our own ongoing professional development this year and encouraging more use of technology in the classroom. A new feature here we call Webcast Wednesdays. This will come out every Wednesday morning. We'll go ahead and post these via My Big Campus. They'll also be available on YouTube. And basically, these are just little short tutorials, goals for them to be about 3 to 5 minutes, and to go over different Web 2.0 tools and ways to incorporate digital media and global literacy into your classroom. Of course, this is ways to, as we talked about earlier in the year, meet kids where they're at, prepare them for 21st century using these tools to connect with each other, connect with potential students from around the world using these tools. So today, and as we go through these, all these things are going to be on my Symbaloo page, which I sent out earlier. And if you need that, send me an email, let me know. Today we're going to start with a site called ePals. It's a global learning community where you can connect your classroom with with classrooms all over the world. And so just to take the first look here, a lot of different things on here. You can use it as, you can sign up as a user. You can put your class out there, the project you're wanting to work on, and kind of attract schools from all over the world. Or today we're just going to do a simple search and see what's out there. So different examples as you can use this, and we choose the language here is English. We'll choose the age range. We'll go 11 to 13. So different ways you can use this. First, let's say, for example, you could do as a science teacher. If you're studying different ecosystems, maybe you want to connect with other classes that are studying ecosystems around the world, and not only just read about the ecosystems of that country or that region in your book or online, but actually talk to somebody who lives within an ecosystem. And your class can share with them what it's like to live in the Midwest in the United States. So let's just do a quick search. It's for science. That helps if I spell it right. All right, and let's say we're going to study. We're studying the ecosystems in Africa. So we want to talk. We want to connect with a class in Africa. All right, let's do a quick search. Ah, they're already here. Okay, so these are so quick. I forgot. I didn't realize it. All right, so these are all different countries that are different classrooms in Africa which speak English. The different keys here, the different pictures will show you what they can do. So this class, for example, is in Kenya. They've got 41 plus students. They speak English, and they're open for email communication, which is the little envelope here, and the little computer screen here means that they're open to doing some type of connected class. It tells you a little bit about that teacher. You can view details. This just gives you a little bit more, and then you can click here to connect. Let's see what else is here. Let's say we wanted we wanted to Skype with somebody. We wanted to video chat with this class. So let's look at some other classes. Um, any class which has this class is in Nigeria, and they have a little Skype logo there, so we can Skype with them. Your students can actually video chat with students from Nigeria and communicate them over a shared lesson. So a shared lesson, like so, on whatever you happen to be studying, whether it's ecosystems or other things. Let's do another search here. Let's say social studies class. You study different cultures all around the world. In eighth grade, we're studying U.S. history. Well, what do you think classes in England are? Or what do they study about the American Revolution? Or perhaps you're studying about a country. Let's say we're studying about the Middle East, and we're studying social studies. Okay, we keep the age ranges and everything the same. All right, so now uh, here are classes in the Middle East which are also studying social studies, and so uh, you could talk about what's it like to live in Saudi Arabia. What are their view on some of maybe the current events going on in the Middle East, or what's currently going on in Egypt, let's say. Or we have a classroom here in Egypt. We get firsthand account of what's going on there from the students' perspective, and our students can share with them what's going on in the United States about student perspective, or what's going on in the United States, and how we kind of view what's going on over there. So a really good way to get authentic learning. And so it's not just reading the book. And as we talked about, we showed the video from Heidi Hayes Jacob, the year. If it's in the book, it's already outdated information. If you want to talk about what's really going on in the world right now in these locations, what better way than to talk to someone who lives there and have your students connect? And that's something your students will remember and actually will learn from. So just a little quick tutorial on this is ePals Global Learning Community. Like I said, it's epals.com, really easy to remember. It's also, like I said, on my Symbaloo page if you wanted to check it out. I'm going to put this up on my big campus. There'll be a couple follow-up. I'd really appreciate if you do just a couple questions, if this was helpful, if this was useful, and then a place for you to put comments on there. So thank you for watching the first installment of Webcast Wednesday, and we'll look forward to many more episodes as the year goes on. Thanks a lot.